Yeah, burn that bitch up.
You feel me? Burn that bitch up, man.
Burn
Let
that
that
bitch
bitch
up.
burn. Let that bitch burn.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I'm out. Still
Liquor license off 15 shit. Yeah, purple, man. What's ours?
Get the boys the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck y'all flag! Hitler been dead. Y'all living in the 40s.
Shalom, call HALAL YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. Shalom to 144,000. Real quick, I want to go into this clip you've seen right here, that you're about to see at least. And obviously, I'm going to have to mute it, okay? Because these Edomites was bold, okay? Bold and proud. And they was dropping the N-word with the hard R like no tomorrow, okay? Like it was going out of style. But then you see these Jakes pull up, and they all start running, and they jump back in their U-Hauls, all right? It says, point of view from the white supremacists protesting with swastikas, flags, in Lincoln Heights, Cincinnati. All right, so basically they was on the overpass doing a demonstration. They wearing all black. They had these black flags with swastikas on them. And then Jake came out there, you know, ready to whoop their ass. And what did the Esau do? They ran. Okay, they ran, got in their U-Haul trucks, and you know, drove off. You know, out of fear. You know, you can hear the fear in their voices. But it should go to show you that this country is once again divided. Okay, always been divided. And it's going to intensify in these last days, man. Okay. Now, as these things take place, you Israelites have no business participating in none of this protest, none of these riots, none of this stuff, man. You know, none of these demonstrations, none of this. Stay away from all this stuff, man. All right, but let's play this clip and let's just add some scriptures, and I pray it's edifying to the hopeful elect. So you see them. And you can read the subtitles. I'm not going to read it, but you can read the subtitle. You can see the subtitles. You know. They're saying, look at them niggas coming. We got problems. The niggas is tripping. The niggas is mad. Yada, 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 right? But you see their flags. Salat.
Okay, we think
We're outnumbered now.
Uh-oh. Now, there's police out there, and the police, they're getting afraid. They're telling them, they're pretty much going to start telling them to get out of here, get out of here, get out of here right now, get out of here right now. Because them Jakes over there that was coming across that field, there's a whole bunch of them, as you can see. It's a whole bunch of them. I think I can zoom in, yep. Oh, man. There's a whole bunch of them. So, like, let me see where I'm at, man.
coming.
All right, so it's a whole bunch of them coming across this field over here. And the cops are pretty much going to tell them to get the hell up out of here, man. They about to beat y'all ass. And, you know, the racial tension, you know, since Trump got in office is, you know, very high right now. Just like last time he was in office, because he, you know, he puts that Edomite spirit back in these Edomites, you know, where they want to start showing their horns more. Okay. There's a lot of clips that I can show you from this incident. I'm not going to show you all of them. Okay. And obviously I have to mute these clips. Okay. For the fact of a lot of things that were said.
Where's the camera?
So you see the Jakes, they're getting closer and closer. Look at the cop. So look at the cop. Now they pulled up in a U-Haul. The cop saying, y'all got to get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. They're going to kill you. Okay. They said, we accomplished what we wanted to today. The niggas are tripping. You know. Which shows you that there is going to be a time called Jacob's Trouble. Look, they hopping in them U-Hauls, man. So these animals will pull up in a U-Haul truck, you know, hide in their faces. You know, they don't pull up in their own vehicles because they you know, so tough, right? They say, we're not cowards, but y'all hiding your faces and you're hiding in the back of U-Haul trucks. All right. Now, down there, they got our flag, dude. They got our flag. Somebody snatched the flag. One of the Jakes snatched the flag. The police over there are scared. They're like, yo, y'all about to piss these niggas off, man. Okay. And the scripture says that, you know, who shall rouse Judah up? Okay. But look how they all got crowded up in these U-Haul trucks, man. All right. And they don't think that's cowardice. All right. So now we're going to show you the view. It says 10 white supremacists protesting with swastika flags confronted by Lincoln Heights residents just before 3 p.m. Ohio Department of Transportation camera showed at least 10 white supremacist protesters on Vision Way above 175. It says police were called. Lincoln Heights residents confronted the protesters, took the flag, and burned it. All right, so he's a joke.
What's going on, man? Burn that shit, man. Burn that bitch, man. You feel me?
Burn that bitch up.
You feel me? Burn that bitch out, man.
Burn
Let
that
that
bitch
bitch
up.
burn. Let that bitch burn. What I'm talking about?
I'm out.
That's a lucky for the language.
Perfect, man. This
Get them boys the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck y'all flag!
Somebody said my daddy there.
Hitler been dead. Y'all living in the 40s.
What's up?
Some breaking news.
Oh, yeah.
Some breaking news for you. If you were driving along 75 right near Evendale today, you probably saw it.
That's right, a demonstration on the overpass there. And let's get over to WL.
The news is complete witchcraft, man. Okay. This is all witchcraft right here. You got a so-called black and so-called white woman covering the story. They got all the red. They both wearing red. They just happen to both wear red. You know, this is all, propaganda. You know, it's to incite certain spirits and make people do certain things and feel a certain type of ways. But all the red is for blood, because that's what's going to be in the streets of America, man. Okay, let's play it.
BT News 5's Todd Dykes, who's there.
Yeah, Ashley and Sheree, you'd have to think several thousand people saw what we're about to show you in a moment. This has really been an upsetting situation for folks who call Lincoln Heights home. They feel like they've specifically been targeted by a group of, I think there's no other way to describe it than neo-Nazis, people that at least one woman who came here to show her disdain called them basically terrorists. So that's what's happening right now. Crowds behind me still gathered, several dozen people. They're upset about a group of about 10 to 12, maybe 15 people at one point, dressed in black, waving signs that had swastikas on them. Also, they'd unfurled a couple of large signs, basically banners across I-75. This is right near where Evendale's on the east side of the highway, or the west side, excuse me. Lincoln Heights here on the other side and so forth. Might be a little confused on that, but then Lincoln Heights, or Laughlin just to the south. So a lot of folks really upset. The reason these Lincoln Heights residents are so upset, this is a historically black neighborhood. It is Black History Month, and they think that these people came here specifically to make some kind of a statement about this neighborhood, which obviously has been a part of Cincinnati's fabric for so many years, such a long time. And there are people who are still coming here to gather, and they showed up in force once they started to spread the word on social media and the like that these people were on the bridge. They got here quickly to voice their frustration and to show how upset they were and to say that's not the thing that should be happening here in Lincoln Heights in particular. We'll have more at 5 and 6. We'll hear from some of the people that came out to show their opposition, but for now, I'll send it back to you guys live in the studio.
Right, so
What's going on, man?
let's see what else I got. Okay, I think that was it for that. Oh yeah, here's the footage of the Jake side. Oh, let me cut that out. So this is when Jake started walking up there. Okay. You got these punk ass Nazis out here, y'all. This is what Jake's saying. and we're spiritual newscasters. So when things like this happen, we're going to report on it and ask, married it with the scriptures. Okay. Somebody say, YN's cowardly ass ain't not out there. Yeah, but we're going to marry it with the scriptures, to bring some understanding and edification out about the times that we're in and what this means, according to the Bible, which we know that all this is going to, lead up to ultimately a bloodbath in the streets of America as this place go down, as, more death and destruction is on the rise. You're going to see these particular parties clash, man. Okay. Jake versus Esau, Esau versus Jake. Okay. And, so this is the other point of view, the other side from where the Jakes came. And that's those cowards over there on the bridge. And you could tell they looking a little nervous over there because when they seen Jake pull up. So needless to say, man, hey, Jake ain't going for that shit, bro. Which when you have Jacob's trouble, it's going to start with Jacob, but it's going to end with Esau. Somebody said it's time. Since they said they are protected. You should have heard. I wish I could show you how the cops was, get out of here right now, hurry, get out of here. Like they was talking to their loved ones. They probably family members, and they just making sure their family members don't get hurt. But you seen Jake came with force, and you already know what they came to do, regardless of the cops being out there, which shows you the times that we're coming into, man. Okay, it's gonna be complete lawlessness, all hell breaking loose very soon in these ruthless times that we are coming into. Trump been in office for about 3 weeks now. All right, but they're doing a lot of poking the bear with Jake, because it's so-called Black History Month, and there's going to be more stuff like this going on, Somebody said, what is my tax dollars doing protecting those punks? Somebody said, of course, a U-Haul. So you see Jake pretty much trying to tussle with the police to get to those Edomites, man. They snatching the flags, but you get the picture. All right, that's pretty much it on that. Let's go over here, grab a few scriptures. It says, Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? Weapons, because Esau, they was out there armed, and then these Jakes gonna be armed with switches. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Those Jakes was ready to beat the shit out of them in front of the police. They ain't care about the police they be in there. They ain't care about catching a case. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And there's going to be a lot of great tribulation, man. Okay. And it's crazy because Edomites, they was hiding their face. Why was they hiding their face? Because 9 times out of 10, they walk amongst you, Jake, every day, It says, and that's why you see it on the side, people was putting their faces out, and it was identifying them. It says, 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. This is going into an economic collapse. When this economy collapse, which I'm watching that movie Homestead right now, and they showing you that in that movie. Okay, it's a good movie to watch. I just started it, so I'm gonna watch more of it. I may even do a lesson on that. But it was spiritual because they showing you how, when this thing go down, these preppers are going to have security, people going to be trying to break in, to get the food and stuff. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And these people who were probably, cordial friends to a certain degree, neighbors, co-workers. Okay, these would be, that's why they was covering their faces, because this would be a co-worker up there. He's smiling, hey, buddy, hey, buddy, every time you see him at work. But, on the weekends or when they're off the clock, he out there with the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, it says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Which means, when this system goes down, there's going to be no running water, no electricity. So, no Wi-Fi, none of that stuff. And when that happens, people are going to be, at each other's throats. It says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. So this world as we know it is coming to an end, man. Okay, this world as we know it, this society that we living in is coming to an end. It says, verse 7, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? And this is what we're witnessing, the transition of power was going into the camp yesterday. It says, when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Because Esau knows he's losing his kingdom. He knows he's losing his power. So now he's trying to, do little stuff to try to, get his power back. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, hit Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see? So Esau is the end of the world. Okay. Esau's time is short. Esau knows that he's through. He's through. He's on his way out. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So that's what back in the day you would have Jake scared and shivering when they seen Edomites doing them type of demonstrations. But now Jake out there ready to beat your ass, man, in front of the police and beat the police ass too. And man, I wish I could have played it, bro. If you know my channel, you can go on my X page. It's Ibar Yahawadah, as you see right there at the top. All right, you can go in there and you can look at it for yourself. But the police, you heard the fear in the police. Like, yo, get up out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. They made their ass jump in them U-Hauls quick as hell and get the hell up out of there, man. All right. So that show you that, hey, well, let me grab that too. All right. It says, Genesis chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. And when you have somebody by the throat, that's a position of dominance. That's a position of, because the throat is a weak spot. That's why you see lions, male lions, they have a mane. That mane is to cover their throat, their neck. Because if you see that in the animal kingdom, an animal will grab another animal by the neck, and that's pretty much the end of that animal. Okay, it's going to crush your neck and destroy your windpipe so you can't breathe and you end up dying. So when it says Judah is thine hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies, that means that Jake gonna be out there beating the shit out of these Edomites, man. Okay, it's gonna start, like I said, it's gonna start off with Jacob's trouble, and it's gonna start off with Jacob in trouble, but then Esau ultimately gonna be in trouble, man. Okay, because they're gonna run out of bullets, they're gonna run out of, might. And it's going to be all hell breaking loose in these streets. It says, thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? You see? And that's what's happening right now. Jake is being roused up. You got this whole thing with the Northern Kingdom getting deported and shit, and all it's going to take is for Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom to get together, and that's what's going to happen. Okay. They're going to get together. They're going to work together, and they're going to, pretty much burn his country down. It says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and until him shall the gathering of the people be. Right. So let me go right here too, because I want to show you something. All right, it's something that Elon tweeted. Look what Elon tweeted. He says, "Why should white people care about the white South Africans?" Which I recently saw a clip of those white South Africans getting deported. Okay, I was gonna go do a video on it, but maybe I'll just speak about it a little right here. Maybe it's in here. It was like a situation that happened down there, and look at this. But no, it's not in here. But basically, they was deporting all them Edomites out of there. There's this whole thing going on over here with Northern Kingdom. They're getting deported out of South Africa. But it says, plays clip of South African political leader Julius Malema shouting "Kill the Boer" white farmer to a thunderous applause of thousands of people. Now, Elon said he is chanting "Kill the white farmers." He is to a cheering stadium. And what I said, y'all don't like the other side of the coin, I see. And that's true. Because they don't like when the coin flip. And that's the time we're in. Okay? Esau, you had your turn. Now it's our turn. Okay? To be in power, to rule, to call the shots. Okay? You had that movie Black Panther, with Killmonger, who was really the good guy. He said, roughly paraphrasing what he said in the movie, he said, the world's about to start over, and this time we're going to be on top. Okay? And that's the whole thing about this Bible, man. People pick up this Bible, you niggas picking up this Bible thinking that this is a Bible about love and, loving a white man. No, this Bible is about rulership. Okay, it's about the Israelites coming back into power. What's the first thing let me grab it real quick. Get the time. Let me see. Let me so I can get this. Yep, beautiful. This is when Lord, made this, when he was raised back up. He says, Acts chapter 1, verse 6, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? Restore again the kingdom to Israel? So this thing is about the kingdom being restored, okay? The Lord's kingdom being restored, which is the kingdom of Israel. So this Bible is about rulership. It's not about, because in order to be a ruler, you have to have subjects. And in order to be a subject, you have to be ruled over. Right now, we are subjects and being ruled over. But it was originally set up where we were going to be the ones in power. Okay? That's what this is all about. If you don't understand what the Bible is about, that's what it's about. It says, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. So we're going to receive power, man, okay, in these last days. And Esau knows that when he go to make his move, the Lord's going to lift up a standard, all right? And this is why they're afraid. This is why they're, they're losing sleep at night, because they're seeing that their kingdom is coming to an end. But the point was, they asked the Lord, they said, is this the time when thou shalt restore the kingdom again to Israel? So that's what time we're in. Okay, the time of the kingdom being restored. Okay. It's saying about singing Kumbaya around the campfire with a bunch of Edomites, man, in the kingdom of heaven. No, the kingdom of heaven is going to be a rulership, a dominion over the earth that we're going to be, in charge. We're going to be at the top, not at the bottom. Okay. Luke chapter 11, verse 17, he knew their thoughts. So he said, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A family splintered by feuding will fall apart, and this kingdom is divided. Okay, not only with your Republicans and your Democrats, but also you got, so-called black versus so-called white. All right. Jacob versus Esau. It says, you say I am empowered by Satan, but if Satan is divided and fighting against himself, how can his kingdom survive? You see? So in Esau's kingdom, they're already divided. They're spreading themselves short, which is just going to lead to ultimately the fall of this man. Okay, his time is up. Let's go over here. It says damn, what's that scripture? I'm just gonna close out with this, and I pray it's been edifying. Damn, I haven't brought this out in a minute. It's on the tip of my tongue, so like you bear with me. Back into this precept. Oh yeah, Egyptians. No, I didn't spell that right. Let's see. Yep, here we go. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse. Let me see what else we got on here. Okay. Isaiah chapter 19, verse. I'll get right to the point. Verse 2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You know, these Americans versus these Americans, these Babylonians versus these Babylonians. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, so this is going to be, you know, leading to another precept. So like, you know, I said it's going to be the last one, but I just thought of another precept. But yeah, man, you know, this place is divided. So people are, there's going to be a lot of infighting, even amongst Esau. You know, you got their women trying to, you know, deal with Jake. Okay, let's grab this right here real quick. We'll close out with this, Salakia. It says, right. This is Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another. Salakia. It says one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. Right. So this infighting you see amongst these nations in America and inside of America, it's going to lead to these people trying to fight against the Lord. You know, they're going to stop fighting each other and start to try to fight against the Lord, and the Lord's going to raise up his elect. So it's going to be all-out war pretty much between the righteous and the wicked. Okay, but he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Sion, and Sion shall come and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven out, like as I sawest the hill graven without hands, because the Lord's going to be upon a giant chariot. And this, my son, shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto me. That's the point. All right. Pretty much, Esau going to be destroyed. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, which is going to be the elect. Okay. Once he destroy these other nations, it's going to be a battle in the heavens, with their fighter jets and stuff fighting against the chariots, and the Lord going to come and destroy them. Okay. I can read. I really could read all of this, but for the sake of time's sake, I'm not. You can go back and read 2nd Ezra chapter 13. All right, but it pretty much goes into that heavenly war where Esau is going to try to fight against the Lord and lose drastically. And what you're seeing right now on the ground, in that video that I just showed, those videos I just showed you, that's just the beginning of this, man. All right, the Lord is coming back to conquer this world. Okay, he said, I will not meet thee as a man. He's coming to conquer this world and take Esau out of power and to put us back in power. Okay. With that being said, I pray this lesson has been edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Kama Shalom, Ababa Shalom.